many of cardiovascular related issues and didn't have a whole lot of inflammation, but they ate a tremendous amount of fat. How could that possibly be the case? Well, he found out an amazing thing. He discovered, really understood, omega-3s. Okay, this is back in the 70s. Scientists at that point in time didn't really even understand what DHA or EPA is. In fact, the knowledge that most of you have regarding DHA and EPA is much better than anything that they had back then. So here's Dr. Dierberg putting together this study and finding out the benefits, the absolute benefits associated with omega-3s are incredible. And he's bringing it to the world. And as such, he was considered the father, the creator of omega-3s. Okay? They've always been in these wonderful fish, but he's the one who brought it to usable science. Okay? In fact, the American Heart Association recognized Dr. Dierberg for his outstanding contributions in the advancement of heart health due to his work in omega-3s. He is absolutely the pioneer. When you take Arctic Sea every single day, you know that the science behind that originated from that original study in Greenland. Now, after he finished that study, suddenly the science world woke up. And look at this. Of all the ingredients being studied, including pharmaceuticals, there's only one other aspirin. There's only one other ingredient that has been more researched than omega-3s. Only one. Omega-3, look at that compared to all these other ingredients. Why? Because the benefits are irrefutable. The impact on health is incredible. And people all around the world understand the value, the incredible value of omega-3s. Here's the challenge. Look what's happened to us. Omega-3 consumption has actually declined. People aren't eating as much fish as they used to at one point in time. As we talked about in that series we did just a little bit ago, you saw that omega-3s had dropped, where it was a 1-to-1 ratio before. Now it's up to, sometimes up to a 1-to-15, even a 1-to-30 in certain parts of areas, where they're getting a lot more of omega-6s because they're getting all these fatty foods that come from corn oil, deep fried foods, all that fast food. You saw the guy eating the hot dog and the hamburgers and all these other things. He's getting all these omega-6s, but he's getting very little omega-3s. Omega-3 is the #1 substance inside of our bodies for all of our vital organs. Okay? So what do we want to do? We want to find, when we set out our path to find out how we can improve this product, we looked at it in this way. What was the global emerging science? What was out there in the marketplace? We knew DHA was important, but we didn't know exactly how important until we actually did the research. We wanted to make sure it was environmentally friendly. We want to respect the earth. You want to respect the earth. We respect what we're doing here with our environment. So we want to make sure that was the case. And you talked about, that's right, we want to work with the earth. The other thing that you've talked about, I've heard time and time again, is I said, Steve, we love Arctic Sea, we love it, but it's so big. And some people actually crush it and drink it, as opposed to actually taking it. We wanted to reduce the size so it's easier to swallow for everyone. In addition, sometimes you would have a little bit of a reflux that would be fishy taste. So we were trying to eliminate that. So that was our objective, so what we wanted to get accomplished. Now, we heard DHA is incredible. It's also called docosahexaenoic acid. But what we found in our research was it is the predominant essential fatty acid. So you have EPA, which is wonderful. It's a wonderful ingredient. It has many benefits. But the emerging science is showing that docosahexaenoic acid, or DHA, is actually the predominant essential fatty acid. It is 4 times the amount of DHA and EPA in breast milk. So that's what they're building the immunities of these children. In addition to it, the omega-3 in vital organs, look at this. In the brain, it's somewhere between, you have 10 times more. Eyes, it's 20 times more. The testes, the sperm, if you look at all the reproductive side, the intelligence side, you see common denominator is DHA is more. So we wanted to get more DHA in the product. So we know we want omega-3s. We know we want more DHA. Now how can we get more DHA in the formula? So we went around the world. We looked everywhere. There was no continent left untouched in terms of our research. We wanted to find the absolute best source. And we finally ended up in close to the Arctic Circle. Isn't that interesting? Arctic Sea, and we ended up close to the Arctic Circle. In Aalesund region of Norway, where we found this provincial little town called Brattvåg. Now Brattvåg, anybody, I don't know, we got some people there? We actually found, this is a fishing town. We found, and I won't say his name correct, but Jensmo. And his family has been a fisherman for 3 generations, and that town has been a fisherman town since the 1600s. They were one of the first industrialized sites where they actually were able to take cod liver oil. I remember when my mom, when I was very little, she would give me these cod liver oil pills way back in the 70s, and she would give this to me and tell me how great they were. They sure didn't taste very good, and I didn't like them too much, but that's what we had. And that originated from this little town in Norway. Beautiful, beautiful town. This is kind of the area. You can see how pristine the waters are, how beautiful the mountains are. This is where we're getting this type of product from. As we did this research, we met Leif and his team of researchers, and we talked to them about DHA and our desire to get more DHA in our product. And he said, Steve, I've done it. We found the ultimate source of DHA that's available now through marine products. I said, well, is it sustainable? He goes, it's the most sustainable marine source that we found. I said, well, is it environmentally friendly? He goes, it is the most environmentally friendly source of DHA that's available in the marketplace today. I said, okay, you've got to tell me what this is. And he found out, believe it or not, calamari. Calamari. How many people enjoy calamari at dinner? Yeah? You enjoy it? I had some last night, by the way. It was delicious. Calamari oil actually was one of the richest sources of DHA available. Absolutely one of the richest sources of DHA available. This is the emerging science that we can embrace worldwide. It is a rich source of DHA. It has an optimal balance of DHA and EPA ratio. That's so critical to what we want. It's environmentally friendly. It's increased stability. It's one of the most stable forms of fish oils available. So you already have the wonderful fish oil of Arctic Sea, and we've added to that to get more DHA, the calamari oil. So if you liked Arctic Sea, you're going to love the new Arctic Sea. It's a clean and neutral taste as well. This is a picture right by the North Sea of the production facility, right based on the sea itself up there in Norway. It's beautiful. This is some of the processing operations, state-of-the-art operation. Everything's controlled via computers. It's incredible what they've been able to do. It is beautiful, it is pristine, it is clean, and it is one of the greatest manufacturing facilities in the entire world. So, what did we accomplish? Did we hit our objectives? We have DHA-rich calamari oil, which has a 33% increase in DHA for you on a daily basis if you take this product. It's a balanced DHA-EPA ratio. It's a new size, so it's easy to swallow. No fishy aftertaste. It takes that omega-3 ratio and gives you a better shot at getting a balance to it. And this is the most important thing. When you're talking to potential distributors or anybody, when you go home from this meeting, there is not one other company that can say, oh, we have that. Because they don't. This is an exclusive formula to Forever Living. This is your formula. So we've taken all of the good and we've added some more to it. And you have the absolute best product in the omega-3 category, period. Don't forget that. Don't lose your confidence because you have the best products. You have the best products. Now, instead of that big fish that you see coming across there, you got the Arctic Sea. I'm very, very excited. Being in this industry for a long time, one of my greatest heroes, because of his research and his efforts in omega-3s, and because of his pioneering effort and his vision to be able to find this study, he agreed to come here today to be with you. He's flown all the way from Denmark. He's a professor, he's a medical doctor, and he's truly the father of omega-3s. Please give a warm welcome to Dr. Jorn Dyrebird.